In this video, we're going to be discussing the $1,200 stimulus check for any of you receiving SSDI, SSI, Social Security retirement, survivors, VA benefits, payees, and we're going to be talking about the date that it looks like the majority of you are going to be receiving your payments. Finally. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Blind to Billionaire video. If you're watching this video, please hit the subscribe button. But thank you so much for being here. I'm joined by my wife, Corey.
Hi.
To go through all this information, and today is Monday, May 25th, so let's get right into it. So we want to first talk about the date that so many people are announcing that they're going to be receiving their payment. And how do we know this? Because in the last few videos we have produced, we've had numerous comments from people, not only comments on our videos, but also emails. People are reaching out to me saying, hey, I have a pending deposit on my Direct Express, bank account, whatever deposit account they have, saying for May 28th, which I believe is Thursday of this week. So tons of people, I would say 3/4 of the comments coming in are people saying, I'm super excited, I have a pending deposit for the 28th. So we wanted to talk about this because this is really cool and really exciting because finally the payments are being pushed through and people are seeing pending deposits. It's really exciting. So I'll let Corey talk for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously, it's not on the IRS website, it's not on SSA.gov, but all of you, not all of you, but a lot of you are giving us a date. So we just wanted to kind of alert people that maybe, maybe this is a date. So we feel pretty good about it because if you have a pending deposit that says May 28th, it means you're getting your check on May 28th.
And
your money.
Yeah, and such a large percentage of people commenting saying that they have the pending deposit for the 28th. So it's pretty exciting to see so many people reporting this. Now we want to talk about a few things that we've also been noticing in the comments for like the 25% of people that are saying like no pending deposit or whatever they're saying. I want to address that because here's the deal. Through all the comments I've been reading, there are many people reporting I have a pending deposit for the 28th, but when I go to the Get My Payment tool, it still says unable to determine eligibility for the payment. So what I want to say by that is if you're going to the Get My Payment tool and it still says unable to determine eligibility for your stimulus payment, my opinion to that is don't worry about that all that much, but instead go out to your deposit account, whatever that is, whether it's Direct Express or your bank account, and look for that pending deposit. Now again, no promises at all, but what I'm saying is many people have been saying that they have a pending deposit, but at the same time when they look at the Get My Payment tool, it's also saying in there unable to determine eligibility. So it's almost like conflicting information. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is. And we've also heard from a lot of people, I think a lot of people, who have said that they've changed something in their address in the Get My Payment tool.
Yeah.
Where they like have written something in all caps or they've changed a component of it based on the SSA.gov website or whatever, however they decided to change it. And then it does show their correct information. And so I know that there's some controversy as to whether that is true or not. Because people who it doesn't work for think everyone is lying. But that is actually false. No one's lying because that would be pointless.
Right.
No one has time for that. And basically, I mean, people are getting information from the Get My Payment tool.
Yeah, another thing too
is... So, I mean, that's awesome because you get more confirmation. It makes you feel better. Also, the people who have talked to the IRS on the phone, which it is possible. It has happened. We have people writing that comment 100 times a day. And they are also getting good information.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those are really good points.
And not everybody. Some people are talking to a computer, but some people are getting through to a person.
Yeah, that's really good that Corey brought that up because a lot of people have also been commenting and more people have actually been emailing me and saying, hey, I got through the IRS. I sat on hold for 2 hours. I sat on hold for 3 hours, but I finally talked to somebody and they said my pending deposit is for blank date. In most cases, it was May 28th. But of course, there were a few people reporting that they have deposits out in June, like early June. So just recognize that as well.
There's also been, not to interrupt, but there's also been people who have talked to the IRS on the phone and it said, we actually don't know your date, but we have your information.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's very valuable because if you just have that if you know that, okay, everything's in there right. I legitimately do not have to do anything else. I think that's also good information to have if you're very concerned.
Yeah. Another thing too, I just want to point this out. Now you can do whatever you want, but if I were you, I would just stop looking at the Get My Payment tool. The reason for that is it's not updated for everybody. The website doesn't work half the time for most of the people. It's just irritating everybody. So I would just say, wait it out, stop looking at the Get My Payment tool because clearly it's not working for a large percentage of people, and just continue to monitor your account. Look for that pending deposit. Check your mailbox for a paper check or the prepaid debit card, which we'll get to in just a few minutes here, but that's another thing too. Just, I don't know, just stop looking at the Get My Payment tool. It just seems like it's really frustrating everybody here because it's not really helping.
Yeah. We also wanted to talk about, do you want to talk about child support?
Yeah, child support. Here's what I want to say. In some instances, I've actually had a handful of people, not many, but a few people reach out to me privately through email because they didn't want to disclose their whole life story in the comment section. But what they were saying is, I never saw a pending deposit, or I never received a deposit of the $1,200 stimulus check. However, I called the IRS and said, am I eligible? What's going on? And actually what happened is they did receive their $1,200 stimulus check, but they have back child support that they owe. So what happened is the $1,200 was pushed out to them from the IRS, but before it was received into their account, child support or whoever does this, I don't really know because I don't do that, but someone came in, like the county or whoever takes child support out of your checks or out of your account, came in, intercepted the $1,200, garnished it, and applied it to the back child support. So I hope that makes sense. So I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you have $2,000 of outstanding back child support that you owe. The $1,200 is on its way to you. Someone steps in, whoever that entity is, I'm not sure. They come in, they intercept the $1,200, they garnish it, and they apply it to the $2,000 of back child support that you owe. So that's what has happened in a few instances. People have reached out saying, this is exactly what happened to me. I never saw the $1,200. I technically did not get a deposit, but it did actually come to me. It was just intercepted before it actually arrived into my account and was applied to my child support. So if you're someone who owes back child support, this could be your situation. Maybe you actually did receive it, but yet it was intercepted by a third party and applied it to your back child support. So just recognize that could be what happened. You may want to call the IRS on that.
It's just, that's really good information. Because it's whoever would typically garnish your wages. So
Yep.
A lot of people have their if they owe child support, then their normal salaries get garnished to get, whatever they owe. So it's a bummer, but at least that's some information.
Yeah, just recognize that could be happening in some instances. So just know.
Yeah. So next, paper checks.
Paper checks, yeah, paper checks. Oh man, paper checks. Those were supposed to be getting pushed out, like mass quantities of them, last Friday. So just recognize if you're getting a paper check, it's going to take quite a bit longer, but apparently they were supposed to be pushed out, a lot of them, last Friday. So that's about all we can say about paper checks. But one more thing that's kind of exciting. Last week, the Treasury announced they're going to be sending out these prepaid debit cards. Essentially, it's just a Visa card. It's a prepaid Visa card that'll be loaded with $1,200. It's being pushed out to you, and hopefully you should be receiving that soon. Apparently, they wanted to do those because it's faster than paper checks. They said those would be starting to go out last week. Again, it's just like a Visa card. You can transfer the balance to your bank account. You can go to an ATM that is within network, and for zero fees, you can withdraw cash. I mean, everybody loves some cash, right? You can use it anywhere Visa is accepted. You can use the mobile app or call on a phone number and check your balance. So yeah, I haven't talked to anybody specifically here on the channel who has received a debit card, a prepaid debit card quite yet, but it sounds like those should be arriving sometime soon. So also be prepared to check your mailbox for not only a paper check, but the prepaid debit card as well.
Exactly. And let us know when you get it, because that's interesting. I mean, we want to know how it works. I mean,
yeah.
You're helping a lot of people when you comment and tell us what's going on.
Right.
I also just wanted to really quick touch on the representative payees. So it says here on the IRS.gov website that they should, individual representative payees should be receiving their stimulus payments on May 22nd to the same direct deposit account or direct express card as the recipient's monthly Social Security or SSI payment. And then the mailing of paper checks 2 pays will begin on May 27th. So I think that's, I know we say this in like every video, but we just wanted to let you guys know that this is the information as of May 22nd on the irs.gov website, because every single day when we make a video, we get a ton of comments saying that we don't address representative pays or that they have questions. This is the only information we have to give you, so it's really hard for us to answer individual questions because we don't know, because we don't work for the IRS. All we do is read the website.
Yeah, and another thing too is,
so I just want you guys to know that this is the information we have.
Yeah, and just like Corey said, the 22nd, May 22nd, she just read that they should be receiving their payment. Again, if you didn't receive it then, just hold tight, continue checking your accounts. That's the best advice we can give. I mean, that's literally the information we have from them right now, is literally just keep waiting. I mean, we don't have any additional information. We're giving you everything we have that they have announced. So that's about it. If you haven't received it, continue checking your account this week. It sounds like a ton of people are going to be getting their payments this week. So it's really exciting. I'm just so happy to see all the people commenting saying, I have pending deposits. I have a pending deposit.
Yeah, this weekend felt like a really fun, like we got a lot of really great comments, I feel like.
And if you don't have a pending deposit yet, it's just Monday. So just give it a few more days. Give it some time. Sometimes it takes longer for pending deposits to post on accounts. So just recognize that.
Exactly.
But anyway, have a great day, everybody. We'll catch you again probably tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks. See you later.
Bye.